Hi everyone! Today I'll be talking about the 4 strokes of swimming. These 4 strokes are the main building blocks of competition swimming, and after 11 years of competitive swimming, I have learned them inside and out. Honing these strokes is a years-long process, but it is important to understand the basic forms and mechanics so in an emergency situation you can survive if you are forced to be in the water. The different strokes, outside of a competition environment, serve different purposes, which I will go over along with how to do the strokes, and some tips to improve your form. These strokes are butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle, as well as their respective kicks. My first stroke is butterfly. People tend to find butterfly to be the hardest stroke, but I found it takes a lot of practice and some techniques to make it easier. With butterfly, you use both arms simultaneously to push the water down, then pull yourself out of the water just enough to take a breath, like so. You start back, go like this, you bring your arms around, forward, then down, pull yourself out of the water to breathe, and then down. To kick with butterfly, you keep your legs together and kick like a dolphin, twice. Once when your hands hit the water, and once to propel your arms out of the water. Or, as swimming.org puts it, try to kick twice per arm cycle. Once to propel your arms out of the water for recovery, and once as the arms enter the water. As you can see in this diagram here, the legs move down as what the hands are forward, up when the hands come down, then down again as the hands are brought up, and then up again as the hands are brought forward. People often make the mistake of trying to pull as much of their body out of the water as possible, when really you only need to pull yourself out of the water just enough to breathe. Otherwise, you will quickly tire yourself out. Butterfly is good for building up leg and upper body strength and helps to improve timing and breathing techniques. The second stroke is backstroke. Unlike the other strokes, backstroke is on your back, so you're looking up at the ceiling or the sky as you swim. During backstroke, you alternate strokes on each arm while kicking up and down. You bring your arm with your hands facing inward. You bring your arm back at the top, you flip your hand, and you pull it back, and you pull it back down. You do the same with the other arm, and so on and so forth, like this. Now, to kick for backstroke, you use a flutter kick. As in this diagram, as you can see from this diagram, you move your legs up and down like this as you're doing your strokes. According to Masterclass, the backstroke kick is a flutter kick. The backstroker kicks with both feet during the stroke, except at the start and the flip turn, providing steady propulsion through the water. Pointing your toes and keeping your kicks rapid will give you the best combination of speed and power. Backstroke is almost like freestyle, the last stroke I will be showing you, but with the added challenge of not being able to see where you're going. You cannot turn to your stomach to see where you're going during a competition, but you do not have to worry about timing your breathing as you are on your back and can breathe whenever you need to. The ability to breathe continuously with backstroke makes the stroke very helpful in a survival situation, as well as allowing you to take pauses from swimming and just float if you need a rest. The third stroke is breaststroke. Breaststroke is my personal favorite stroke, and it is slower than other strokes, but can be done with speed and elegance if timed properly. With breaststroke, you use your hands and arms to scoop the water in front of your face to breathe, then shoot your arms forward, like so. You start here, you bring your arms forward, come around using a scooping motion, bring it here, and shoot out. Forward, breathe, out. Forward, breathe, out. A similar motion is used for the kick. As you can see from the diagram, you bring your legs up towards your body, then you shoot them out, and then you quickly bring them back together again to propel yourself forward. You breathe every time you take a stroke, which makes breaststroke very easy on the lungs. Breaststroke is useful if you need to see where you're going almost constantly, and it's easy on the lungs and body so you do not tire yourself out quickly. However, during competition, your feet must touch together again before you can kick, or you will be disqualified. Finally, last but not least, freestyle. Freestyle is the most important of the 4 strokes to learn, in my opinion, as it is the foundation from which to learn backstroke and is useful in almost all situations. Like backstroke, you alternate strokes between your arms while you kick, and you can breathe when you bring your arm down, because the water creates a little pocket of air you can use to breathe. As you can see from the diagram, there's a little pocket of air right where this swimmer's mouth is. And if you time it right, that pocket of air makes it very easy to breathe during freestyle. The freestyle stroke is similar to backstroke. You go forward, you bring your arm down, shoot forward, back and forth. You breathe here, shoot forward, breathe, shoot forward. You alternate strokes between your arms and legs while you kick, and you can breathe when you bring your arm down because the water creates the pocket. Freestyle is easy to learn and easy to do for long periods of time, making it useful to know in an emergency situation. It is also one of the, if not the most fastest stroke, depending on how you're trained. I find butterfly and breaststroke to be my 2 fastest strokes, but those are my personal differences. Altogether, the 4 strokes of competitive swimming make an array of movements, speeds, and breathing techniques that are all helpful in different situations. As easy it is to breathe with breaststroke, it is also a slower stroke. If you're going for speed, you might choose freestyle, as it is one of the faster strokes. Though swimming may seem easy and is made to look effortless by athletes, it can be difficult at times, but very worthwhile to know. I always encourage everyone to learn at least 1 stroke so they can be safe in the water, as well as enjoy fun activities such as water parks and going to the beach. I hope this speech gave you some ideas to chew on and things to learn, as well as help you understand swimming some more. Thank you.